Hello, my name is Heather Blood, and I am running to be representative of the 3rd District of the great state of Minnesota. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming today and extend my deepest gratitude to the Ridgedale Center for hosting me. I am running because I love this state and because I believe that Minnesotans are a special group of people who deserve inclusive, attentive representation. Personally, I feel very blessed to live in Hennepin County. It's a beautiful and diverse area with plenty of trails to hike and more lakes than you can count. It's truly a wonderful place to live, filled with people from every walk of life. But I know there is still a lot more work to be done. I'm proud to say I have called Minnesota home for my entire life. It's a place I grew up, learned my values, got a degree, met some truly amazing people, and realized I had a love for public service. In college, I was required to do an internship, and I was lucky enough to do that internship with Senator Al Franken's Duluth office. This was my first real taste of what a life dedicated to the people of Minnesota would look like. This internship was not always fun. It was not always pretty, but it was always important to me to be doing something that made a difference in the lives of my friends, my family, and Minnesotans as a whole. I took your calls, I read your emails, I celebrated your achievements with you, and I heard your fears and anxieties. I wanted to help. I've heard your anxieties over the declining protections for our environment. Minnesota, the lake of 10,000 lakes, has a lot of environment to protect. Hennepin County certainly has its fair share, with an amazing 356 lakes in one county. I want you to be able to keep enjoying the parks, the trails, and each and every one of those lakes, and the general natural beauty of this district. As your representative, I will work to protect Minnesota's natural beauty for you and for your children. Like many of you, I also proudly support our public transit system, a public transit system which in 2016 was ranked as the Transit System of the Year. This Transit System of the Year is now facing steep budget cuts thanks to Republican efforts in our state budget. As someone who rode the bus to and from work for many years, I know the value of public transportation, and I will fight to make sure it is a service we can all continue to enjoy. I've listened to your doubts about the current efforts to repeal and replace Obamacare. My opponent, Representative Paulson, voted for the bill that would repeal and replace major portions of Obamacare. This is a disastrous piece of legislation that will directly affect the lives of Minnesotans, and he did this despite significant protests from the residents of this district. He's repeatedly put his party over his people, and it is time that the 3rd District has a representative who will listen to them and put their interests above those of their party. Representative Paulson has shown time and time again that his loyalty is to that party. My loyalty is to my neighbors, the people of Minnesota. I understand that as a representative, I would be an employee of the people of Minnesota, and I would work for you. With that in mind, I promise to listen, I promise to learn, and I promise to act for you. I've heard your worries, and because I share them and care deeply for the good of Minnesota, I am running to be your representative. I pledge to work tirelessly every day here and in Washington, D.C. to improve your lives. I pledge not to support legislation that will harm the citizens of this great state. I pledge to be a representative who is actively present in your district. I pledge to be a representative of and for Minnesotans. I live here, I work here, I know what makes this place special, and I am proudly running to be your representative.